Shihoji. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to September, everyone. I feel like we say this every single month, every single year, but I genuinely can't believe that it is September right now. Like, I feel like this summer has just flown by in like a blink of an eye. September has been off to an emotional start. If you guys, have been following me over the last, couple months and have been aware that my family got into a horrible car crash in Ethiopia, like my extended family, my aunt specifically. Unfortunately, on September 1st, she did pass away. I mainly just kind of wanted to talk about her and just like tell you guys a little about like how special of a person she was. And yeah, I got a call from my mother and my father that morning that unfortunately, she did pass away. I think I obviously shared a lot about this already, but she had, a brain injury with the car accident, like direct impact to her brain. And, after bringing her to Toronto, which we were so thankful that we were able to bring her to Toronto. I don't know if I talked about this, or maybe I did briefly, but she was safely transported to Toronto at the very end of July. And I was actually able to visit her the day she arrived. Of course, she was still in a coma, so she was unconscious the entire time up until the day that she passed away. And as hard as it was to kind of see her in that state, like I, as well as, the rest of my family, will just forever cherish those memories that that time that we actually got to spend with her. Instead of like her being obviously in Ethiopia, she was in, our care and at a hospital, and the doctors did everything they could to, see if we could save her. But, at the end of the day, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. It was her time, and she passed away. So it's been about 5 days. It's Labor Day today, so it's been about 5 days since she passed away. And as hard as it's been, especially without family, I think I kind of wanted to bring that up as well, because I'm sure some people maybe would have thought that I had flown back to Toronto for the funeral and the burial and everything. Unfortunately, because, you know, I submitted my application for immigration, I can't actually leave the country. So that was a little hard, but it has been very reassuring just to like hear from family, and, you know, they obviously had everything handled, and I was there in spirit, making dua for her and just praying for her and just keeping her memories alive. And that's all I could have done, honestly. So with that being said, I, as well as my family, would really greatly appreciate you guys to just keep her in your prayers. My aunt, we call her Anaini, she was genuinely one of the most selfless persons that I've ever met. She like literally dedicated her life to helping everyone around her, helping the family. She helped raise my brother and I and all our cousins, and you know, one of like the memories that I'll always, oh my god, this is a lot harder than I thought. My aunt's house was always the one that we would all spend Eids at, or just like birthdays and all of that. So like thinking back to all the memories that we had in our homes, it's just like, it's so nice to have that. A lot of it was documented, and I just thank my past self for being that annoying cousin that always brought her camera everywhere. Do you want to be in my vlog? No? Come! This is my aunt, Anaini. Hi, Anaini.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
You can't copy. There's already
Let's see what the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Are you happy finally all your hard work
I'm very happy.
paid off? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, alhamdulillah. That's good. That's good. That is hard, but very hard? That's good. I have all of these beautiful memories of her just smiling within my vlogs now that, you know, anytime we miss her, which is gonna be a lot, we'll be able to like look back on. So she was just such a special person, and I'm thankful for the times that we had with her, and I'm thankful that she has shown us, you know, how to be a selfless person and how to really care for others, and just honestly also just live life to the fullest. For anyone who knows my dad, my dad and my aunt's personalities were so similar. Very full of life. She loved traveling. She loved just like new experiences. Was always saying yes to experiences. I feel like I always looked up to her for that, and she was just truly like such a light to be around. Always smiling, always had this beautiful bright smile. You know, the life of the party, dancing, singing, just like being a genuinely just beautiful person in and out. And I'm thankful that, you know, she was my aunt and I got to experience all of that. So Allah yarhamah, may she rest in peace. I didn't expect myself to be as emotional as I have been on video, but you know, emotions are real. I've definitely cried on the internet before, and here I am again. But yeah, we love her, and we're really gonna miss her. If there's just one thing I'm gonna take away from, you know, her beauty on this earth, is just to be a more selfless person and to, you know, treat people with kindness, offer, you know, help whenever you can. You know, the reason she was even in Ethiopia is because my aunt passed away, and she was going to kind of like help the family and attend the funeral. So, you know, if anything, that just shows you how truly of an amazing person she was. So yeah, I'm gonna freshen up a little bit. Okay, I am back. I've gathered myself, and I just kind of wanted to talk September reset. I feel like September is always kind of that month that feels like I'm going back to school or starting a new job or something. Like it just feels like, I don't know, like a fresh start, like a mid-year break, even though it's like the last quarter of the year technically. But what I have been doing actually for the past couple weeks is just kind of focusing in on like my health goals and stuff. And I've kind of made it a conscious effort to not touch on it too much here on my channel, at least not yet. I think when I'm more like ready to talk about it all, I will. But yeah, I mean, it's been really nice. Like I've kind of fell into a really nice routine of cooking every single day, like 3 meals a day for myself, which before I was an Uber Eats princess and just ordering off there constantly. And number one, just spending a lot of money, and number two, just not eating, you know, the best. And yeah, I guess like after I came back from New York, which by the way, New York vlog will be coming, I just didn't feel like it was appropriate to just share a random New York vlog without kind of like updating you guys on the important things that have gone on over the last week or so. So yeah, that's why this video is kind of before that vlog. Plus, honestly, while I did vlog a lot while I was there, I genuinely don't know how long it lasted. Like I feel like for some days there was just like no clips and it just kind of doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna figure out a way to kind of edit that for it to make a little bit more sense. But yeah, this month I'm just, and honestly for the rest of the year, I'm just focusing on fueling my body with what it needs. It's felt good to just move my body every day. It's felt good to just fuel my body and cook every day. I feel like I'm being re-inspired. It feels like I am a true 27-year-old now. Like I am just getting into a routine. And even though it's been like, you know, less than a month at this point, I'm looking forward to it. As morbid as it may be to bring it up, I feel like death is like a real true reminder of like what is important in life, like prioritizing the most important things. Number one obviously is your deen and, you know, my faith and my religion, prioritizing that, and then also just being a better person, because we truly don't know how much time we have left on this earth. And I want to be able to like look back on my life and be proud of everything that I've accomplished. Not that I'm not proud right now, but you know, on a deeper level, not just being superficial, like not just like getting a nice house and doing this and doing that. It's like, it's more than that. It's just being a good person, being able to like leave a legacy on this earth that has nothing to do with material things. It's like how you treated people, how people felt after talking to you and all of that. And I feel like I'm getting really overly deep right now, but that's kind of where my mind has been at. Like it's just been very, very deep. But not in like a morbid way, but in a more like enlightened way, if that makes sense. So yeah, today is Labor Day, so I'm hoping to maybe get outside. We've also kind of been in like a heat storm, not storm, what's it called? Like a excessive heat warning. There has been an excessive heat warning all week. Yesterday it was 40 degrees Celsius in LA. It felt like I was inside of an oven, like genuinely inside of the oven being cooked like a rotisserie chicken. That's how I felt yesterday. I don't know who told me to walk to brunch, but I did, and I was very hot. I was feeling a lot of things while on that walk. It brought a new meaning to Hot Girl Walk, which have been on pause lately because it's just too hot. It's too hot to be outside. But yeah, I think today I might either go to the beach or I might cook, like grill or something. I'm not really sure. I did, and now I just feel like I'm rambling. Yeah, I kind of am, but it's okay. So I want to have a barbecue tonight, since it is Labor Day weekend and I'm gonna have a couple people over. I don't even remember honestly when I bought these chicken thighs, but I've had them in the freezer for a minute, so I am gonna make this tonight. So yeah, I'm gonna probably do like a lemon and herb and garlic seasoning. So I'm just gonna start off with some really good quality extra virgin olive oil. I never grew up buying like garlic in this, but honestly, it's very convenient to just not have to chop your own garlic. It saves me a lot of time, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna put a lot of garlic. I'm gonna probably put like maybe like 4 heaping teaspoons of this. Maybe 5, why not? I love garlic. I'm gonna do the zest of a whole lemon. Maybe 2, I don't know, we'll see. dessert for tonight. I just cut up some pineapple and put some brown sugar and a little bit of butter and olive oil just on top. And I'm gonna grill these and serve with vanilla ice cream. And I also actually crushed up some gingerbread cookies or graham crackers, and that'll be on top as like a crunch. So nice little healthy dessert.